Retired management staff of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation say this week's victory at the National Industrial Court in Lagos is a victory for all retirees. Justice Elizabeth Orji had directed the Nnpc and its pension fund limited to pay the harmonized pensions to the claimants from the 1st of January 1997 to date, as they did not benefit from the Nnpc's increased pension scheme in 2000. Kemi Foladeyemo tells us more.
They are members of the retired management staff of the Nnpc and had been in a 9-year-old legal battle with the defendants over the payments of their full pensions. Now in their 70s and 80s, some are pioneer staff of the State Oil Corporation established in 1977. They say they are proud to serve their fatherland and lay a strong foundation for the Nnpc. Before they went to court, the retirees had been challenging their exclusion from Nnpc's increase in pension earnings from the year 2003, years after they had retired.
By the time they improved the conditions, my driver came back with my payslip from the pensions office. Said, okay, the Nnpc, because he stayed in the service much longer and benefited from this improvement in conditions, okay, and we hadn't gotten that.
According to them, several meetings with the Nnpc management at the time didn't help, so they approached the court, which has now given them victory.
What actually made us to go on this court journey was that a number of our members were dying, and yet these are people who have, paid their dues. They have, contributed a lot to the development of this country, to the economy, and yet they are dying without this thing. So we felt, what can we do to fast track this issue?
The court relied on the provisions of Section 173, subsection 1, 2, and 3 of the Constitution to hold that the claimants are entitled under the federal government policy on harmonization of pension to full payments with effect from 1st January 1997 on emolument currently paid to their serving counterparts and for subsequent payments as and when they fall due. The court also rejected the defendant's decision to pay the claimant's pension on the basis of affordability and sustainability. The defendant's counsel, Clemens Chinaka, told TVC News that the judgment is still in draft and hasn't been released. He says he will advise that Nnpc appeals, but Remanson's counsel advises against such move.
It is their right if they want to appeal, but I can tell you the judgment is anchored on justice, on equities, on fairness, in the interest of all, those who are serving now, those who have retired, and those who will continue to serve, to obey this judgment. Because the judgment is already anchored on precedent by the Supreme Court, which means, by virtue of the case of Amao versus Central Bank of Nigeria.
The defendants were also ordered to comply with the judgment within 90 days and awarded the cost of 200,000 naira in favor of the claimants. Kemi Foladeyemo, TVC News, Lagos.